Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle and here we go. Neymar. Hernandez gets it clear. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Theo Hernandez, comes from a family with great pedigree, although he's a very different player to his older brother, who's a fine...
Applies the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. He's tried one! They want to be quick to recover this. Paris Saint-Germain tries from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Fernando Torres. Nicked it back promptly. Maradona. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Paris Saint-Germain yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Neymar. Maradona unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well timed, excellent interception. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And Batistuta! Goal! There is the breakthrough! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight.
Can he finish? He has done it! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
That is good alertness. And that was very necessary. Hernandez. Beckenbauer. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Neymar. That is ended up in no man's land. Messi. Cannavaro gets good distance on it. Fernando Torres. And the first half is done. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Deftly away. And that is out of play. And it's Rodri. Goes for goal! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Maradona with the short one. Neymar plays. He rises! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Knocks it into space. Paris Saint-Germain do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Looking to play him in. Bale.
Yeah, very good job. He positioned himself there.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Puyol. Deep cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Maradona, who does have an assist to his name. And this is Neymar. Paris Saint-Germain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Messi receives it in a wide position. Beckham.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Oh, that's a key interception. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Danger averted for now. Now it's Batistuta. And no, that was never going to make it.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that's definitely not his best. And he's gone looking for safety. Can he get it through? That ball looks a good one.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! Cross from Rafinha. Adams can get it clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Conte! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And the referee brings it to a close. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Conte. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. Rafinha. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Tries to play it through. He has a look up. Chance to deliver. Played into space. Well, Jim, the name Albert Ferrer is certainly familiar to English football fans of a certain vintage.
Yeah, and he's remembered with a great deal of affection as a pacey and tough tackling defender who always gave his all.
And was a bit of a character.
He was.
Rafinha. Torres. Torres showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He has found the way through. Defending of the desperate variety. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Great vision. Torres looking to run onto it. Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Fernando Torres. And this is Torres. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Approaching the half-hour mark. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot could be on. Mohamed Salah gets flagged offside. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Nice looking ball, and he's in on goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
And it's Salah. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Torres. He's through here. Picked out brilliantly, and a chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Paris Saint-Germain really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Puyol gets rid without sophistication. And he can clear it away. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Looking to play him in. Oh, red, nice interception. And that's put paid to a promising move. Shoots! It's in!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
That's wonderfully done. And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Messi, and he welcomes it in. And that was very necessary. Paris Saint-Germain have it back and can go again. And here's Rafinha. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Bale was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Luis Suarez. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. He can run onto that.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intent drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
He's found a way through. A header! And he's straight offside. The message is clear. None shall pass. Belletti. And it's Bale. Cute ball now. How can he reach it? Messi. Well, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He can run onto that. Oh, that was vital. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Messi does really well there. He is strong. Seedorf. Vitinha tries a deft little ball. Baresi tries to clear. Nicely weighted ball. He's through here. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Very nicely done. That's gone for a throw-in.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that will be it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of inter. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. And it's Messi. Messi knocks it into space. And he's been shifted off it. Vitinha, this guy undoubtedly the centre of attention here for more reasons than just one. This is his 300th game.
Well, Peter, it's remarkable considering I still remember covering his first game, with you in fact. He really has come an awful long way, hasn't he?
Costa Curta. Well, that has not gone well. Messi. Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rafinha. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And Torres!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Ronaldinho goes on a run down the left wing. Messi, Baresi gets a foot in here. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Great chance! Paris Saint-Germain! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Shot a goal! And he's straight offside. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's a good ball. An uncompromising challenge. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Looking for options for movement. And that has been cut short. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Mbappe! Vitinha is always looking to break lines. Can he get it through? That ball looks a good one. Well read, nice interception. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Picked out brilliantly. Mbappe is flagged offside. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Looking to play him in. Oh, super ball! That is... And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Paris Saint-Germain leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way. Real chance! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, he's been caught napping! And a chance! No mistake! And the comeback is complete! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Madrid take the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi, delicate ball, and it needs to be. And that should get the job done. Nice looking ball.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Rafinha quietly revving up. And here's Messi. Messi! He's got a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Madrid go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And that has been cleared. It's Bale! A wonderful effort all by himself.
Bale can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And we have our very first corner. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And he's intervened well there. Costa Curta. Roberto Carlos. Mateus. And it's Messi. Plays a sharp little ball here. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. He is through here. That is a crunching tackle. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that will be the final act. Paris Saint-Germain played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And there to belt it away. Looking to play him in. And it's James.
That was lovely, that.
Quick look, then plays it in. And the ball is out of play. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not the most accurate pass. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Nicely spread. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Foden! There it is! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
Madrid have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Neymar. And that's a nicely shaped ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Almost half an hour in now. And this is batted. And a shot! And that was very necessary.
That's going in strongly.
Modric did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now he's got space here. And this is Batistuta.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And this is Batistuta.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
James. Knocks it into space. Haaland looking to get on the end of this. And it's Modric. Has a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Looking for a runner. Van Balten spots it and intercepts. Batistuta. Van Balten gets it clear. Nicely weighted ball. Played into the middle. And now they can clear their lines. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
That gets things going for the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And here's Neymar. It's Neymar! Pulls it back. Casillas gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. And they win it back again. Neymar concedes a free kick for that. Paris Saint-Germain do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Vitinha is the team's great visionary, done delicately. Batistuta is wide and looking to get onto this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. It's a mighty effort! Danger averted for now. Cannavaro is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And they're back on the ball again. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Well, that has not gone well. And he's managed to get rid. That's a pretty loose pass. Now that looks a decent chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here! He has done it! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
Paris Saint-Germain really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Madrid looking to pass their way through. Foden. Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Costa Curta. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Played into space. And that is that. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Oh, this looks sharp. Can he get it through? And no, that was never going to make it. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Face to face with the keeper. Oh, right place, right time.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Rafinha finds himself offside. Khan is there to clear. And it's Bale. Plays a sharp little ball here. Abiati breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And they've got rid. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Messi. And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Messi plays it short. Torres! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. And it's Messi. Fernando Torres. And Torres! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Nicely weighted ball. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, his great chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very...
Bebeto!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
They've played it short. And this is Raul. Fires. He's having a shot! Could be danger here. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Well, plenty of early set pieces here. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Raul.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rice. Rafinha. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, important interception. And this is Bebeto. And reclaimed it in a trice. Great vision. Oh, that's been cut out. Well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
John Surely! Superb goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And the shot! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Bale. Tries to pass it through. Deftly away. Belletti just eases him off the ball. Now it's Bebeto. He shifted it to the flank. Fernando Torres. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Guardiola with a real chance here.
Yeah, that's such a good position too.
Guardiola. Oh, that was vital. Cleared without complication. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Rafinha. That ball looks a good one. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Decent chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Bale! And the keeper's there to save. He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Rafinha. And a cross. And he's gone looking for safety. Well, that's a little loose.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Chips it through. And he's only too happy to take that back. And a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break. And it's very nicely done.
Barcelona take the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now or try and finish it off? Barcelona really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Guardiola. Now, can they get him away? Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net. 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Barcelona could not have picked a better time to snatch a lead. Is there still time for a response? And that's it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Paris Saint-Germain desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Nicked it back promptly. Rijkaard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Khan is there to clear.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Good running, strong and purposeful. It's Bale! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Still goalless at the moment. Baresi. Serginho, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, and he looks like he's...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played, well played. He's had a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Borussia Dortmund are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And he can clear it away. Roberto Carlos. Adams gets over and intercepts. De Bruyne. Looking for options for movement. And he shoots! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them all.
Oh, what a mistake! Loose ball now, and there's a great chance! And it's in! Well, there was to be no other outcome.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Serginho did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Driving on and making good progress. He's going for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
De Bruyne. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Messi. Looking to play him in. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Paris Saint-Germain can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Paris Saint-Germain do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Aimed beyond the defence. Batistuta! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. Cleared without hesitation. And he's had a hit! Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
Serginho brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, that's a key interception. Conte. Paris Saint-Germain needing a change of fortune here. And it's Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's found a way through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Knocks it into space. Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Cruyff, he's through here.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Cleared away. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Cafu spots it and intercepts. De Bruyne. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. Messi. And it's Fernando Torres. And this is Batistuta. Messi. Good driving run. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Great ball, and he's in here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And there goes the final whistle. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Lampard, looking to play him in. So Dida between sticks for this one. Lampard! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Now he's got space here. Van Bouten cuts it out. And that's put paid to a promising move. Pirlo. Back into the middle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Turns and goes back. And this is... tries a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
India with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. It's a promising position. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. Pirlo plays it short. And this is Messi. And now they can spring out of defence. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Threads one in. So it is still 0-0. Quality ball. And this is Eto'o. Tries to play it through. Danger averted for now. Van Bouten. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bale gets through on his own. Chance for a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Dembele. Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's there to get it away. Out of play for a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Platini. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, that's well spotted. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Paris Saint-Germain definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Lofted in. Rijkaard getting this one clear. Dembele, a player who needs no introduction. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, what has happened here? And it's Eto'o. Well read, nice interception. Eto'o, that's a cute ball. Oh, that was vital.
India really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He can get that clear. Picked out brilliantly.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's headed upfield. Now it's Platini. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
And he's gone looking for safety. Platini. India looking to pass their way through. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And this is Torres.
Paris Saint-Germain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Played into space. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Bale. It's Bale! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that really is so impressive. And he's done it again. He's got his second. Paris Saint-Germain are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off. And for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And time is up. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Bale, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. Great defending, strong and determined. Now here, Jim, is a truly unique player, Sergio Busquets, a player whose greatness really isn't measurable by numbers.
One of those players who keeps it simple and gets the ball to do all the work for him.
And exerts a massive influence on every match he plays.
Exactly that. I mean, he's the pivot, the one his team hinges around.
That's a decent clearance. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Could be danger here. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Now it's Batistuta. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Palmer. Lampard.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Now, can they get him away?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Beckham. That's good running with the ball. Now there's a fine ball. Neymar could move up a gear here. And that is a little undercooked. It's a loose pass. Isco. Now that looks a decent ball. Thuram cuts out the pass. Batistuta. Almost half an hour in now. No way through. Now it's Girassi.
Girassi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And here's Ronaldinho. He has found the way through. Koundé's cross. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Ronaldinho. Beckham. Batistuta. Busquets cuts it out. And back to the keeper. Well timed, excellent interception. Neymar. He won't be happy with that one. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the second half gets underway.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Isco. Nice looking ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Chance for a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Paris Saint-Germain have broken through. It's 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hernes. Just about up to the hour now. Nice sequence of passes, this. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Ronaldinho with a real chance here. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Ronaldinho! Looking for options for movement. Gets his head on it! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome...
And the finish! It's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Paris Saint-Germain really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Rummenigge.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Paris Saint-Germain are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Paris Saint-Germain have reclaimed it. And here's Batistuta. Tries to play it through. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Thuram. Oh, that's a key interception. There will be 4 extra minutes.
Well,
and that is as far as it goes. Paris Saint-Germain did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. And it's Neymar. Now it's Lampard. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Little pass back.
That's good press.
Shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Cannavaro getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Bale. He's found a way through. Plenty to aim at here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nicely weighted ball. And he's straight offside. Nice looking ball. And he was quick to react. And that's put paid to a promising move. And that's been slipped through. And a chance! And they've got rid. Now it's Bale. Bale ploughing through the middle. And that has been cleared. Neymar. Look at the space. Decent chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Fernando Torres demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
It's Bale! And it's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. He just absolutely speared that in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he's well positioned here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's De Bruyne. Kante clears it away. Fernando Torres. And that has been cut short. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And the pass is intercepted. Neymar. And here's Mbappe. And that was very necessary. And here comes the corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Cleared without hesitation. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. the opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this. So they have to be alert.
Paris Saint-Germain are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we are already promptly back underway. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. De Bruyne. Now it's Batistuta.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Back into the middle. Makalele gets it clear.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's been cut out. Well played.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, it's come loose. De Bruyne. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now, this could be a chance. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Threads one in. He has a look up. And he's heaved it away and claimed it back swiftly. Tries to pass it through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Torres. He's a what? Torres! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gravenberg is offering some sort of apology. Oh, he's been caught. There's the shot! It's in! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
That is a brilliant interception. But that's a win. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. And he was quick to react.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Roberto Carlos. Ball driven towards the far post. And that should get the job done. Out towards the flank. Looking tidy in possession here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. Oh, what a climb! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. And he can clear it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Van Bouten makes the interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Neither side yet able to find the net. Del Piero. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Paris Saint-Germain are... And the shot! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Paris Saint-Germain have themselves a chance from the spot. Khan will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Paris Saint-Germain have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, when you get in that position...
Shot a goal! Engages and forces him off. Applies the finish! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Aimed beyond the defence. Baresi. Puyol. And it's Beckham. Threads one in. Messi could try cutting inside here. Beckham. And here's Messi.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Del Piero! Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
I thought...
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Paris Saint-Germain, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. There's the start of the second half. No changes at the interval from either side.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Knocks it into space. And it's Beckham. Vinicius Junior. And he's picked out the run. Nice control. Now it's Bale. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Baresi has it out wide and in space. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. So, third corner of the game. Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. So their fourth corner of the game. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And he's worked it through. Batistuta! It's in! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Could be danger here. It's played through for him. Poor robust challenge. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Batistuta gets flagged offside. And Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho goes on a charge down the left. Here comes big header! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Xabi Alonso, Roberto Baggio.
That's just playing it safe and simple. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Vitinha. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's played it in low. He's there and gets it away. Driving forward, knocks it into space.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And this is Batistuta. Oh, well measured.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Ronaldinho just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Luis Suarez. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Ronaldinho, and he's intervened well there. They're urging him to shoot. It's Alonso! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. And it's Luis Suarez. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Batistuta. Schmeichel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Messi. Played for Lampard. Now it's Batistuta. Well read, nice interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot could be on, and the shot! Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Games hinge on moments like this. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Well, they've got it again. Luis Suarez. And this is Ronaldinho. That's good running with the ball. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
He can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Batistuta. He tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Cleared without complication.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Ronaldinho. Played into the middle. Baresi tries to clear. And they're back on the ball again.
Raul really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pass somewhat off target. Vinicius Junior! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And that's a... Can he finish? Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And that is goal number 20. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And yes, it's him again. Paris Saint-Germain get themselves into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Messi is onto this. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. Colorado Springs really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And that will be the final act. Paris Saint-Germain have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Lampard claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. Now it's Neymar. Vinicius Junior has it out wide and in space. Cannavaro with the clearance. Neymar. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, it's come loose. Vinicius Junior unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nicely weighted ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Martinez is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Lampard. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Puyol. And this is Lampard. Bellingham. Very nearly half an hour gone here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. And Martinez! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Messi with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Lampard. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Messi. Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Vinicius Junior.
Martinez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Mbappe. Lampard. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Here we go again then.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And this is De Bruyne. Paris Saint-Germain come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vitinha is the team's great visionary. Aimed beyond the defence. And that has been clubbed away. Cannavaro getting this one clear. And it's Conte. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Martinez. And Martinez! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Brazil are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Threads one in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Baresi calmly anticipates. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And this is Bale.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Cleared away.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Martinez. Brazil looking to pass their way through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Quality ball. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, that's well spotted. De Bruyne. Bellingham. This looks promising. That's tidy. Chance for a shot! Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that will be it. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. He won't be happy with that one. Mbappe. That is lovely. And here's Lampard.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pass somewhat off target. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now it's Mbappe. Looking to play him in. That is a great pick out. Now it's Messi. Looking for options for movement. Mbappe! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And the keeper beats it away. And it's Lampard. Judge, surely! Oh, in for the pieces! Oh, taken with style! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Baresi getting this one clear. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And now the breakaway. And he's surging through. And Batistuta! Azar. Azar goes on a run down the left wing. No, he's just misjudged that one. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well. Batistuta! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
That's really well cleared. Well, that has not gone well. Khan clears. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Paris Saint-Germain will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Paris Saint-Germain are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we are already promptly back underway.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Turns and goes back. And he's had a hit! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a cute ball. That's good vision. Cannavaro makes the interception. Lampard with the clearance. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Tries to play it through. Cannavaro gets good distance on it. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Rodri cuts out the pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Lampard. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Shot at goal! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Barcelona take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, they've got it again. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear.
Can he finish? They've done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So all square and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
This looks promising. A lot of space ahead of him. Shoots! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
And he's picked it up out wide. And the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Great chance! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
That's a pretty loose pass. So that's it. It is all over. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish.